In this video, let us learn methods which return value. In Java, a method that returns a value is declared with a specific return type, which can be any primitive data type like int, double, boolean, character, etc., or a reference type like string, an object of a custom class, or an array. The return keyword is used within the method body to send a value back to the caller. Return statement. Inside a method, a return statement is used to explicitly send a value back. The value returned must match the declared return type. So we will explore with one example. We can create one package, a return demo. We can create one class called sample demo 1. It should contain, since it is a main class, it should contain main method and the class name sample1. Here we are writing a method. The method should return a city name. Get city name. String name. Return name. If a method is returning the value, since it is an instance method, we should create an object new sample1 of say obj dot get city name, and we are passing the city name as Bangalore. And if a method is returning the value, the return value we can store into a corresponding variable. String v1 is equal to so now we can print this particular value. The city name is, we can just print v1. So now if we can execute, yes, we can able to display the corresponding value we can able to display. Since this particular method get city name is returning the value, the return value directly you can able to print it, or you can print in a concatenation approach only you can able to print it. So with respect to return, there are two fundamental cases we need to discuss. Case 1, the return value of a method can be used as a parameter to other methods if it requires. It means the return value of a method can be used as a parameter to other methods. So we'll explore about this particular case now. Calculation demo 1. Since it is a main method PSVM, we need to specify the main method class calculate 1. We'll write a method called addition int x comma int y. So directly we can able to return the value return x plus y. You can write one more method, int subtraction int x comma into y. So int result is equal to x minus y, and we can return the result. Return result. So now we can write one method, wide multiplication. We can pass int a comma int b. Int result is equal to a star b. Multiplication result, that is the result. In this example, all three methods are instance method, so we should create an object obj is equal to new. Once after creating the object, so addition and subtraction methods are returning the value. The same return value we can pass as a parameter to multiplication. So we can discuss in two approaches. First approach. In first approach, int v1 is equal to obj dot addition. So just pass 10 comma 5. Int v2 is equal to obj dot subtraction, because if a method is returning the value, the corresponding value we can able to store it in the respective variable. So 25 comma 20. So now obj dot multiplication, we can supply v1 comma v2. As soon as if we can execute 15 into 5, it will be 75. It provides result called 75. So here in this first approach, the return value of addition method we are store it in one variable. The return value of subtraction method we are store it in one variable. The return value we are passing as a parameter. In second approach, obj dot multiplication, we are passing directly obj dot addition. Addition 4 comma 6 comma obj dot subtraction, so we can supply 35 comma 15. So in the second approach, this is the actual our case. The return value as per the case is in this way. The case represents the return value of a method can be used as a parameter to other methods if it is required. In our case, the return value, since the method is returning the value, addition and subtractions are, these two methods are returning the value. As explained in the first approach, instead of store it in a separate variable and supplying the supplying those variables into a multiplication method, you can directly supply the addition and subtraction as a parameter to a multiplication method. So because since these two methods are returning the value, now if we can execute, it provides the corresponding result. So as per the case 1, if a method is returning the value, the method which returns a value, that method you can directly pass as a parameter to other method. So now we can go for case 2. The return value of a method can be used within the body of other methods. So in this particular example, again we can create one source file, calculation demo2. Since it is a main method, we need to specify public static void main and a class calculate2. So now we need to write a method addition. addition int x comma int y, return x plus y. Similar way, we need to write a method int subtraction. Int subtraction, we can provide int a comma int b. Here also we need to provide directly return a minus b. So these two methods are returning the value. So there is a method called multiplication. In multiplication method, we can directly pass int x is equal to addition. Here object does not require. So 7 comma 3, because we are calling the method within the same class. The addition and multiplication call method we are calling within the multiplication method of the same class. Int y is equal to subtraction, we can supply 15 comma 10. So now we can perform the result RU. Result is equal to x star y. So now we can provide S out multiplication result, that is result. So now we can create an object now. Calculation 2 O is equal to new calculation 2. Now O dot multiplication, because the return value of a function we can use method we can use within the body of the other method of the same class or different class. So it is providing the corresponding result. Can I provide this operator here or this keyword here? Yes, we can provide this keyword, because this keyword refers to the current class. So this keyword can be used at variable level, instance variable level, if the instance variable name and parameter name both are different. In this case, we can use this keyword with instance variable level. And for constructor chaining, in order to call one constructor within the body of the another constructor of the same class, we can use this operator. And here, if we can use without using this also, it was working fine. So again, if we can execute, it is working fine. So even if we can use this also, it works fine, because this is optional here. But as per the coding standard, it's preferable one, because this indicates the addition and subtraction, these two methods of the same class only. So this is the one it indicates. So this keyword with the instance method level of the same class also we can able to use it. So if you would like to call in the same class one instance method within the body of the another instance method, yes, you can use this keyword. So our main context here is the return value of a method we can use within the body of the some other method we can able to use. These two are a fundamental cases. So again, we will refresh one more time. The return value of a method can be used as a parameter to other method. Yes, if a method is returning the value, yes, you can use the method, the return value of the method, yes, we can use as a parameter to other method. The return value of a method, we can use it within the body of the other method. So these two are a fundamental rules with respect to, or cases we can say with respect to return value.